Hi, welcome to LCC502 English for job applications and job application process. All right, I'm going to share my slides now. Okay. So this is the learning outcomes. This is the learning outcomes for this subject. Okay, and in this video I'm going to give you an overview of what LCC 502 or English for Job Applications is all about. Right, so this is the learning outcomes of the subject. Okay, this subject enables you to understand the stages of job application process, and in order to help you to apply for related related jobs or internship. Okay, and also to identify opportunities based on your specific studies, whether you are sports science students or administrative science students or even computer science students. Okay, and also to analyze market trends related to your specific study. Okay, now let's look at the next slide. Okay. Right. Yeah. What is job application process? The job application process involves a series of steps. Okay, when you're applying for a position, either for internship or part-time or permanent position. Okay, in a company or organization, there are several stages. Okay, in assessing the candidates' qualifications, skills, and suitability for the post or for the role advertised. And these steps depends on company or industry or government agency, and also on the urgency. Okay. And these are the common stages of job application process, right? There are 5, and I'm going to explain in detail in the following slides. Okay, the first stage is searching for a job. Okay, this is the first phase where you search for vacancy or job openings that match your skills, qualification, and your career goals, as well as you might want to take your passion into consideration. Okay, where can you find job openings? Okay, there are various channels as mentioned on this slide, and it's also important for you to understand the job requirements and the company background at this stage. Okay, so these are some of the examples of job boards. Yeah. LinkedIn or JobStreet. Okay, these are some of the examples. All right. What's the next step after you have identified, okay, several platforms, several companies that you like to submit your proposal or your application? Okay. What do you have to submit? What do you have to do next? Okay, this is where you can submit your materials, the application materials, whether your CV or your resume and a cover letter. Okay, always enclose a cover letter with your resume. Okay, some companies might ask you to fill out an online application form, or they might give you a Google Drive link where you can submit supporting documents such as your portfolio or your transcripts or even a video. All right. So, and when you prepare your resume and the cover letter, make sure it suits or tailor your resume according to the position that you are applying for. Okay, so that the human resource manager can identify whether you might fit to the role, or you have the appropriate skills and qualifications or even experience that they are looking for. And it is also important when you are drafting your resume, once you are done, proofread, check for grammar, accuracy, format, spacing, capitalization of your cover letter and your resume. All right. Once you submit, you want to apply. The next step, make sure you know the deadlines and submit before the deadlines. Okay. You can find out from the company website. Okay, and also in the advertisement, okay, for the post, they might also include the deadline as well. Okay, and also check your cover letter, and on your cover letter, it would be good if you find out the human resource manager, the human resource manager's name, okay, and the proper designation of the human resource or the recruiter, okay, to give a good first impression. All right. Shortlisted applicants might be invited to participate in one of or more interviews. Okay, there are several types of job interviews. We'll go to that in future lessons. Okay, the interview might be conducted face to face. Okay, or over the phone or video conference using a Zoom call. Okay, and this is an opportunity for the human resource manager and the applicants to learn more about each other and to assess whether whether you are the right candidate that they are looking for. Okay, so there are different types of interviews, as I mentioned, and it's also important for you to prepare yourself to know something about the company, and also they might test you. They might give you a situations, yeah, to solve the situations. All right. Next. I'm just checking to make sure that I'm on the right slide in my videos. Okay, next is while waiting after the first interview, there might be the first interview might be a group interview. If there is another interview, and the next interview is an individual interview. Okay, so while waiting, don't just wait for one company. You can, the recruiters might contact you via email or phone call, and the email might come at odd hours, 6:30 in the evening, and some companies might get back to you. Okay, and you might get rejections. Okay, especially if you don't really have the experience. Some companies, they might be looking for candidates who have a few years of experience, okay, so that they don't have to guide you so much, okay, in terms of conducting your job. Okay, and it might take how long? Okay, it depends. It might take 3 to 6 months, it might take 1 month, but again, it also depends on the urgency to fill up the post. Okay, so there might be some waiting time, okay, involved here. All right, what else during the process? Okay, as I mentioned, during the interview, it goes both ways. And during the interview, you might also be asked to ask questions. Okay, the human resource manager might ask you if you have any questions. Okay, so this is also the time for you to get to know the company, I mean, like in terms of their future plans, okay? And they see how interested you are in terms of the company's growth and what you can contribute to the company, okay? And there will be several stages in shortlisting, screening, decide in order to decide the best applicants, especially when there are many applicants applying for the job. Okay, you might be, you can also expect assessment. Okay, for example, the post, technical posts such as engineering, okay, or software engineering or data analyst, okay, you might be given assessments or tests and to see whether you can perform, you can perform in the test, okay, you can carry out and you can conduct, you can do the task given. And there are several types of tests, okay, uh, skills assessment, personality, or even any other job related test, depends on the company and depends on the post. So this is the map, okay, a simple map of the job application process, right? um, when you finally, when you might have to go through a second stage or additional job interview and before you get offered, okay, sometimes if you ask question, you know, how long, when can I get the reply, or when can I know, whether, you know, you accept me for this job. Sometimes they say that it might take 1 or 2 months, but if there is an urgency, they might offer you within a week. Okay, so when they contact you via email, read the contract offer carefully. Instead, if there is something that you don't understand, ask. And also in terms of your leaves, your responsibilities, the salary offered, okay, before you sign the contract. Okay. And this is the 7 stages of selection process. Okay, there are several sources. Okay, job search sources refer to various channels and methods. Okay, when you want to find job openings or job opportunities. Okay, so in this part, I'll talk about job search sources. Okay, which can be in terms of traditional or digital platforms, as well as personal and professional networks. Okay, so these are some examples of the sources. Okay, this is for job boards. Okay, LinkedIn, JobStreet. Okay, and also you can go to companies' website, because some companies, they post job openings directly on the company websites. You just go to careers. Okay,